Introducing the all-new Alpha Plus. Now with extra face. Hello fans who are ruined but not forever, this is KRBrickBot and I'll be reviewing the Tobot V Alpha Plus. According to the box, it was released in July of 2019 and it retails for about 45,000 Korean won. So looking straight at the packaging, it's the standard Tobot V design, the word mark here, this arrow here showing the portrait, English name here and here. This side of the box shows a nice portrait view of Alpha Plus. The other side shows the robot and vehicle. The back shows a city backdrop with a stock image of Alpha Plus. Mini vehicle equip. And the logo here again. It's a pretty uniform packaging that Tobot V has throughout. So let's get this thing open. So now to open the Alpha Plus. First, taking a look at the vehicle mode. It's certainly this very aggressive looking race car, as in these narrow grills and these very big intakes with a sort of angry look. So that gives the impression, and that this is a red rear light that goes all the way across like some racing cars, and also some very big exhausts and some separate plastic side exhausts here, and also even on the roof. And on the front here, there's a little triangle, which I'm thinking is either referencing Alpha, as in the Greek alphabet Alpha, or it looks more like a Greek Delta. Anyway, those 5-spoke wheels that roll very well, a very big gas valve here. Undercarriage junk. Vehicle mode wise, the only difference this redeco has from the original Alpha is basically the primary color. Instead of red, it's this kind of darker orange, and it looks like the white paint decals and layout is pretty much the same. And it does come with a sticker sheet, which is quite different from Athlon Alpha's sticker sheet. So there's this V logo that would go here in like 4 different pieces. Also stripings that go along here and here, and some extra sponsor stickers. So there's Boxing, JYB, Winter Team, 7500, LSH Go, another JYB, KG1, 76 teams, MQE, Tobot V here, and such. There's no number 1 in reference to Athlon Alpha, but still. I'm pretty sure these HJH and MKs, I'm sure these letters stand for something, probably the designer's initials, because that's what they usually do for reference. But I am completely uncertain on what could they reference. But still, you could sticker this up as you like, or don't sticker it up at all. Quick size comparisons. Siege Barricade, Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee, and Hyundai Veloster Sky. Doesn't look too out of place compared to this kind of scale of car. on to transformation. So first you can pull back these arms, then flip out the feet. 2 clicks. Spread them out, and be sure to flip out these little heel spurs, or else they're gonna flop. Fold down the arms, fold up the elbows, reveal the wrist. And then fold down this little kibble back. So that's pretty much it. Alpha Plus. If I can get the thing to stand, yes, there we go. Alpha Plus's design is certainly unique. Basically, his body looks like one big racing tracksuit. Just all white with a little bit of orange here. And some orange stripes and delta shoulder marks. And some arrows that's running down nicely across here. And it's pretty kibble free. The back is looking pretty clean except for those very hollow legs that are only supported by these outer heel struts. But at least there are some revealed details of jump jets. So Alpha Plus's other gimmick is this. Press down the head and this thing springs out, where you can access and put in the mini vehicle. Yes, that's what they call it according to the instructions. This is technically not a Mind Core, as in the old series. The series that was getting way too old and thus demanded a new reboot.
What? That's not a Mind Core? I'm telling you, they've ruined our favorite Tobot characters and ruined Tobot forever. Just cancel Tobot V already and bring back the original Tobot series and keep it going for an epic saga for 10 years.
Excuse him. He's currently programmed to behave like an irrationally angry fan who doesn't like change. Basically the same as the Mind Core, except for it being orange instead of red. So in this state, you can just plop it back in and push it in. I'm not really sure if this was ever shown in the show, so this might be completely irrelevant to the character. Alpha Plus is a straight-up redeco of Athlon Alpha except for a brand new head. And this head is certainly more defined than Athlon Alpha's head, which was basically one big flat face with blue eyes. Kinda makes him look more like some sort of android, some sort of modern programmable android. Whereas this one is more like the fictional robot, complete with nose and a mouth. That's kind of a big nose. Certainly not the typical stuck out nose for other traditional robots. It's a very flat nose. And those optics are looking smaller than Athlon Alpha's. And he has a nice little extra chin there. Is that a double chin? And are those face wrinkles? Face lines? Kinda makes him look like an old bot, but I'm not sure if he really is an old bot. And there is this V crest here that was not present in the original Alpha. Either that or it was completely transparent red like the rest of his face. From here to here. It's basically your taste and preference whether you like the Athlon Alpha's face or Alpha Plus's face better. I'm sure that face will coincidentally look like someone. Articulation from the feet up. There really is no extra ankle transformation joint. The knee can go forward that much. Spread that much. Forward that much with an auto slope split. Back that much, also with an auto slope split. No thighs. The head has no side to side, only the spring loaded up and down. Push it too far and you'll bust his guts. An auto spring loaded shoulder joint here, a fixed shoulder joint here, a less than 45-degree elbow, and an inward and outward transformational wrist. And a full 360 shoulder. Just the most basic articulation, it's not very decent. And apparently kids can somehow twist this shoulder joint out of position, so it warrants a warning and notice here on how to reassemble the arm if that happens. So if by some sheer chance or sheer force of will somebody pops that thing off of its socket, you can hold down the spring-loaded tab while aligning the tab with the rail on the inside of the shoulder. I don't know how this is gonna happen, but apparently some kid would just be dumb enough to force it like this. Just force this sliding shoulder joint in the wrong way for some reason. I mean, you see how hard it is for somebody to accidentally pop this joint out? Why did they include that in the instructions, I wonder? You probably have to push in this little spring joint. Yeah, so if by some chance a little kid manages to press this while twisting it, it just goes pop off. And then just push this thing back in while you push it in to reassemble it. There's not much else to say about Alpha Plus since he's just a straight up import and redeco of an old Tobot from a subjectively better Tobot franchise. My recommendation is, if you already own the original Tobot Athlon Alpha, in clean, spotless, scratch-free, paint-free, smudge-free condition as OCD Alpha himself would really want you to do, and not loose, scuffed, and smeared and scratched up and thrown in a toy box, and if he were sentient like in Toy Story would be constantly writhing in agony, then you can give Alpha Plus a pass. But if you don't own the original Athlon Alpha, and all the new copies are $150 and upwards, then go ahead and get Alpha Plus if you really like this kind of character. Character design, that is.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to tune in for more Korean robot content. And feel free to share and comment. If you're over 13, that is. And until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.